Hey guys, so we're back with a recipe that's been requested a little bit. It's called the Keto Yeast Rolls. Buns. Keto Yeast Rolls.
Something like that.
It's kind of an interpretation. Again, this is kind of a combination of a bunch of different things that I've kind of collaborated on over with the internet. But this is what I've been making for what, the last couple months? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Last couple months, like doing like cold cuts and kind of stuff like that. Also use them as hamburger buns quite often, and they're really good. Although I will tell you that the psyllium husk makes a difference. Like if you like purple buns, this is the stuff you want to use.
Purple and a little bit grainy.
Yeah, they're grainy. This, however, gets rid of most of the graininess, and it keeps the color to making look like bread. Yeah. So use this, not this. This is the cheapest I think you can find on Amazon, so that's probably how we ended up with it.
The color doesn't bother me, it's the graininess.
Yeah, the color's fine. But unless you want black and blue buns. So anyway, in our bowl here, we have a few dry ingredients. We have our 1 1/4 cup of almond flour. Make sure you
sift it.
Sift it, right? And then we have a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. This is really good on veggies. We don't really eat it as much as we probably should, but it does have a lot of good B vitamins in it, so you should give this a try if you haven't checked that out. We also have a teaspoon of salt and 5 tablespoons.
What kind of salt?
Sea salt. 5 tablespoons.
Not pink?
No. I'm not sure why. I haven't tested it with pink. That's probably why.
It's a lighter flavor, I think.
Maybe, I don't know. I think we want a little salty this for the bun, so helps get rid of some eggy flavor, I think. Which these don't taste like eggs at all. Maybe it's because of the salt. Who knows? But this, yeah. Well, the yeast is a trick. So the psyllium husk powder, you 5 tablespoons of that, right? This is our OXO container we keep our almond flour in. So that's why that's out there. So this is instant yeast. This is the special secret ingredient, right? Makes it work, okay? Because you know what? Even though we don't have any sugar for this thing to eat, because it doesn't actually, it's not going to rise with the yeast, but the yeast does provide some bread flavor, which is kind of overpowers some of the eggy flavor, right? We also have apple cider vinegar. And notifications about our e-bikes needing to be charged, because I have to set a reminder during the winter, because otherwise the batteries will deplete, and we don't want that. Anyway,
it's really nasty on top.
Yeah, it does look nasty. It's because it's got the mother in it, so you're supposed to shake it before you use it.
Yeah.
Right? But before we get to that, we're gonna have Stacy hook up our mixer here with the attachment. I forget, why did you get this attachment?
Because it scrapes the sides.
Yes, which is exactly why I use it now, because it makes it scrape the sides and it's a lot easier. So we're going to teach Stacy how to make this so that I don't have to be the only one who knows how this secret recipe.
It helps if you put this in here correctly to begin with.
Well, I was putting it in there so we can get some good shots of it.
And we haven't gotten a shot of it.
I already did.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right, now before she turns that on, she's gonna mix that stuff, but before she raises it up and turns it on, we also have in this cup here, my Game of Thrones cup that Stacy got me, I don't know how long ago. I should really put myself on Do Not Disturb when I'm trying to make videos. These things are ridiculous. So in here is a cup of water. Now this is kind of a trick. So with the psyllium husk, to try to keep it from getting super gritty, is you want boiling water. But the thing is that yeast is delicate, right? You don't want to kill it with boiling water. So boiling water is about 212 degrees, and yeast ideally operates in 100 degrees. The good news is that there's a bunch of dry ingredients and they're cool. So when you add boiling water to that, the psyllium husk is going to absorb the water as quick as possible, as well as the almond flour. And what's going to happen is the temperature in the water is going to drop significantly. So you kind of give it a little bit of time in between. I know it's like a science experiment. But 1 cup of water, we're going to put it in the microwave for about a minute to get it to that really high temperature. And then we're going to start this bad boy spinning. Guys, so not only are we doing our keto bun recipe today, but I also have a pro tip for you. So if you're like me and you have to have your morning cup of coffee, even when you're fasting and you can't have anything else in it, one of the things that I found that's helped tremendously with that is grinding my own coffee. And let me show you this thing. I got this $10 French press kit from Amazon, and it is remarkable. Now I love my Keurig, and it's been through a lot between eating the white girl sugary sweet coffee to now drinking pretty much just black coffee exclusively. I did go through a little bit of a bulletproof phase, but with the fasting and stuff, I kind of skipped on that, and kind of just go right straight to the meals. But it was a great crutch to get started on, and I think that's something that's important. But this $10 piece of hardware here to make your own French press stuff, this thing's great, man. Coffee's never tasted so good, and I think it's a combination of the fact that this is really great, but it's also a combination of the fact that keto really changes your taste buds a little bit. I mean, look at Stacy. She eats a lot more random stuff than she ever used to. Ow! Violence. It's filmed. Calling the police. So we're just gonna incorporate these. Ooh, that's another lovely sound. We're just gonna incorporate these dry ingredients a bit. It appears your ball bearings need to be lubed. Turn it on a little higher, see what happens. Whoa! Don't turn on that high. Your flour's gonna go everywhere. All right, I say it's probably incorporated. So as that's going, we're gonna go ahead and add in the water. All of it. Almost a cup of water. And you're going to see that the texture changes, and all of a sudden, yeah.
Don't touch the outside of the cup.
Yeah, don't touch the outside. If it's a metal bowl, it's a bad idea. All right, we also have 3 eggs, egg whites. We're going to add. A teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar.
That's all you.
I knew she'd do that. She loves the smell of this. Right? We're still going to give it a couple more seconds, but we're going to add in 1 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Now this is the Fleshman's variety. All right, so there's 1. and 1/4. And now we're gonna hit it up on a higher speed, and we're gonna what's gonna happen here is the texture here is gonna change quite a bit. All right, and so when it gets to that consistency like there, we're gonna go ahead and turn it off. All right, so now what I recommend doing is getting yourself a silicone mat, or you can use parchment paper, it doesn't matter, but a large cooking tray. You can put this back in the fridge. That's why I keep her around, she just takes care of stuff. So we're gonna lower this down, and we're gonna take this off. And so you'll see in the bowl here, it's kind of already been beaten into a dough. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of take it out here, and we can just put it right on that thing. Now we have a dough ball here. We're just gonna kind of work it just a little bit. I haven't experimented making this into a loaf, but I have had other people who have made similar recipes, done similar things, who have done so, and I don't think it works. It probably is. This is gonna take 50 minutes in the oven to cook through, because you don't want it to be doughy. It's kind of important. The psyllium husk kind of does that. So we're gonna split this. We're gonna weigh this. Are you picking stuff off of me?
Yeah.
On camera? Once you get the scale, and you can do the weighing of this. So as you can see, it's fairly simple. You just have to have the ingredients.
Hang on. So let me interject real quick.
Yeah. Please interject.
A cleaning pro tip
Oh.
coming from my end of it. because Greg will make this a lot when I'm not home.
Yes.
And then I come home and find the aftermath.
Yes.
And if you don't clean out your mixing bowl relatively quickly.
Yeah, you want to do it. I usually put water in it for her.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
But see, she leaves the dishwasher. It's usually full, so.
So, no.
We got kids for that.
No. So, yeah, try and clean it out. At least rinse the stuff off of it. Don't put it in water and let it sit, because it's still going to adhere to the bowl.
Oh, this is the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've complained to you about it before.
I would use parchment paper. It's going to stick to that. You can use one of the circle ones, though, if you want the pre-cut. So we eat tacos a lot at our house, and we love tacos. Like, tacos is like a staple. So when we stopped being able to eat the shells of tacos, it was kind of a taco salad, and it's just not the same. It's just not the same. So we got a tortilla press to make our own tortillas, and we've experimented a lot with some of those tortilla recipes. But I think Stacy and Bill might have come up with a perfect gordita chalupa based, and we made it with Chihuahua cheese. Good. Yeah, we made it with Chihuahua cheese instead of mozzarella cheese, so it's got a little bit more Mexican flair to it.
I feel like you could throw some taco seasoning in it.
I thought about it, but I wanted to make the base layer. You know how I am. I kind of want to do the base layer. I mean, I already altered it, which is a bit out of the norm for me. But I don't know. For some reason, mozzarella cheese and tacos just...
Cheddar cheese goes well.
Cheddar cheese goes well, but we also know Bill doesn't like cheddar cheese. And he was the one that requested this video like as soon as possible. So anyway, back to this video. Oh, before we go on to back to this part, our giveaways tomorrow for our cookbook, and we're gonna go ahead and do a plug for that because although we've gotten a few people, we still have obviously room. I don't think the book's over here anymore. Oh, there it is. Restaurant Favorites by Maria Emmerich. So giveaway for this tomorrow, coming from us, and it's one of our faves. So if you haven't checked out our 100 subscriber giveaway, we'll link it here and you can check that out if you're just watching this video or if you're just joining us. So be sure to check it out, and with the instructions for how to participate. All right, cool, back to this. So we got ourselves a dough ball, right? And it weighs how many grams?
Oh, we need grams?
We can change it while it's on there. Just push the unit button, yeah. Oh. How many grams?
Don't touch it.
I was trying to see.
538.
538. Alexa, what is 538 divided by 6?
538 divided by 6 rounds to 89.667.
90. She said 90. So we're going to go with 90. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to divide this massive thing into 6 balls of 90 grams each. Stacy loves working with this stuff, so she gets to go first. See how good are your guesses? Oh, hang on. She's gonna put some gloves on. Even though this is completely dry, she's got a glove up, like she's going in for her proctology exam. How many grams?
90.
Remember, there's 6 servings to this. So this is a very versatile recipe, and you can do a lot of different things with it. But we like to top ours with it like a little Parmesan cheese, but we're out of the shredded Parmesan cheese. So I don't know if you want to try grated cheese on it, or if you want to try...
The shredded looks better.
Shredded does look better, I'm not going to lie. Shredded does look better. But I don't know if you wanted to try a different type of cheese on top. Well, we can use sesame seeds. I mean, if you're going to make hamburger buns, you can add sesame seeds to it too.
I don't know. What about the chia seeds?
We could do chia seeds too.
I don't know what those taste like though. I don't think I've ever had them.
Yeah, you probably don't want them. So if you don't want crunch, you don't want to add chia seeds.
Well, I don't mind crunch from seeds. I don't want crunch from the bread. I don't want the gritty feeling like I'm chewing on sand.
How are you gonna know?
Because seeds have a different
crunch. Did you put it on there, see? Because you're making it into a ball. Yeah, she's off.
Not much.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Well,
106.
Suck it.
106. 104. Yeah, you're gonna have to go a lot more than that. 95. We're getting closer. All right, 91. Oh, she's given up. Evidently, her tolerance is 1 gram.
My tolerance with you is 1 gram.
She's missed me so much. Everybody likes Stacy's shirt. I bought that for her. Amazon. I'm sure she'll link it. The more unicorns she sees in the world, the more happy she is.
Happier. You gotta work on your grammar.
Yeah. 82. 92. 89. Oh, 1 gram.
That one.
No, she's leaving it, guys. 85. 92. Uh-oh, 0.2.
See, that's why you have to have them all the same. See, now that one's, you know what, screw it.
Whoa! Whoa, that was a 3 gram tolerance.
I'm done.
This is like a huge milestone
with your
for you.
attitude.
This is like a huge step for you. Okay, so we got our buns here, and we're gonna press them out. Now these are gonna rise a little bit. You know, there is some baking soda. But you wanna press them, you're probably gonna wanna give them a bit more space than that, huh? I usually do edges and then 2 right in the middle. No, you know, it's the most important part is turning on the oven, and we haven't done that yet. That's probably the only part of this recipe that I can't remember because all these numbers come into my head.
They're so, like, misformed.
They are misformed.
I don't like it.
They're always misformed, and then they rise a little bit. 350. That's the top. 350. The good news is we got one of those ovens. They're like convection ovens that heat like super fast. Woo!
You're lucky my butt doesn't hurt anymore. I'll be kicking you.
Why was your butt hurting?
I don't know.
Lack of magnesium or a little too much Beat Saber?
No, I think it was from working those 2 concerts and all the bending over and
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody else tightens up their butt muscles when they bend over, but I do.
I think Ben Dover does.
Oh, you're so funny.
I know. That was my cheesy joke of the day.
That's not the only one. There'll be plenty.
No, on camera. My cheesy joke of the day for on camera. And we're gonna throw these in the oven, and it's about 50 minutes for these bad boys, and we'll show you what they look like when they're done. Oh yeah, fantastic B-roll. Boom. All right, guys. So I showed Stacy how to test them, so she's gonna go ahead and test one for us.
I just did it and I burned myself.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're gonna have to do it again. I was gonna test it, but then you did it, and you're like, ah, it's so hot.
I already burned myself on the mug.
It's okay. The unicorn shirt will protect you.
It does not.
So you tap them on the bottom, and if it sounds hollow, you know they're done.
Did that sound hollow? I don't know if that sounds hollow.
Let's find out. Hang on. Turn that way. Yep, that was hollow. She misses me.
I don't like you sometimes.
So they rose up pretty good. I think we're going to be in good shape with these. So I'm going to have one for a breakfast sandwich here once my fasting's over, which is like an hour. So they'll cool down by then.
Should we let it cool?
Give me that, you pansy.
You're ripping it up. I think you should let them cool before you cut into them.
Yeah, you're supposed to. But look at this, guys.
And it's not purple.
And it actually even looks like bread. They are better when they cool off, though. You wouldn't even know there wasn't gluten, guys. Very good. It doesn't smell like styrofoam either. Doesn't sound like styrofoam either. So when you pull it, it like actually has the texture of bread.
Although you can't hear it with the dogs running around.
Right. Yeah.
Clicking all over the place.
But it's tasty. It even crunches like bread. So let me show you how we're gonna do up a breakfast sandwich with these bad boys. All right, guys. So another pro tip here for you, as we're getting ready for our breakfast sandwiches. They sell these at Costco. This is Jones Dairy Farm variety from Fort Atkins, Wisconsin. The irony. They are fully cooked pork sausages. right? They have 16 grams of fat, 280 sodium, 1 total carb, and 5 protein. And ingredients are very simple. They're pork, water, salt, spices, and a little bit of sugar. But 1 carb for 1 patty. And they're super easy and super delicious. And they sell them at Costco and real easy to fit in macro-wise. Because a lot of those sausages, even the ones you buy like in the log, they have like all kinds of additives and stuff. These are really super simple. Pork, water, salt, spices, and sugar. I mean, and sugar is the least on the thing, so and the sugar is probably more like a binding agent for it to hold together. So very, very low carb. Eat a couple of these and you are in good shape. And cooking them couldn't be easier. You can do them on the stovetop like I'm doing here, or you can you know, just do them in the microwave. I mean, they're already pre-cooked, so you're not going to lose anything. So yeah, that with the bun, oh man, it's a good meal. We got Stacy's turkey bacon here that we're cooking to go with hers because she doesn't like sausage. Although, you know, who knows? Things on keto changes the way she thinks of food. She never knew she liked avocados. She never knew she liked, man, there's like a long list of things, isn't there? She doesn't like regular bacon, so, but she's had dishes recently that actually have regular bacon in it, and she actually liked it. So, we're only a couple steps away. Ketosis is magical, not for the same reasons. Alright, so let me show you guys these things fully assembled. Alright guys, here we are with our breakfast sandwiches. I got 2 sausages, 2 eggs, and 1 of our buns, which are surprisingly resilient to sesame seeds.
Well, did you just sprinkle them on?
No, I pushed them in, but the rising of this seems to have caused the sesame seeds to end up on the thing. Yeah. But anyway, you first.
So I have turkey bacon, Havarti cheese, and an egg.
And an egg. That's a good sandwich, guys. Super tasty. I also have pepper jack cheese. 2 slices of pepper jack cheese.
And as always,
Zip Fizz. She's got a Zip Fizz ready. Oh,
it's kind of tart today.
I found that eggshell. Just swallowed it.
Yum!
Yeah. Man, I was searching all around that stupid egg for that. I'm like, alright, I must have got it. I just found it. It was good. The nutrition information for this will be listed over here. And are you going to be able to do your outro?
Maybe.
Yeah. This is why we're perfect, because I give her crap all the time. And then when something happens to me, there's no sympathy. I get nothing. I get no empathy, no sympathy, nothing. All I get is laughter. I'm like, ah, you just ate an eggshell. We're gonna eat our breakfast, lunch.
At 1:30.
1:30. Yeah, it's good. It's good. But anyway, guys. So that's it. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you try these. These things are actually really great. When they dry, when they get harder, they're even better. Harder. Oh, is that going to be funny too? Uh-huh. So, anyway, when they get less warm, yeah. So, when they get less warm, they do firm up a bit, and they make great buns. So, and I do like me some great buns. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.
Stay keto.
And remember, when you bend over, don't flex your butt cheeks. You could have a sore butt. See ya. Film the bun and I pull it. Do it.
Bite me.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.
Aren't you gonna say anything else?
Click the bell.
Oh, I am saying click the bell?
Oh, usually you say click the bell.
Not always.
Always. And then what else?
Stay keto.